Hey everyone! Are you driving yourself crazy trying to figure out what's going on with that Sagittarius man in your life? 1 minute, he's showering you with attention, planning epic dates, and making you feel like you're the center of his universe. And the next, he's gone quiet, acting distant, or leaving you on read. Sound familiar? If his hot and cold energy has you second-guessing everything, wondering if he's into you or just ghosting you, you're not alone. Today, we're diving deep into the wild, confusing world of a Sagittarius man's mixed signals to decode what his behavior really means. We're talking about his push and pull vibe, those emotional walls he puts up, and why he sometimes seems like he's running away when you thought things were going great. If you're getting whiplash from a Sagittarius man's texting habits, one day he's blowing up your phone with flirty messages and memes, and the next he's barely responding with a one-word reply. You're probably wondering what you did wrong. Spoiler alert, it's likely not about you. A Sagittarius man's hot and cold texting is often a sign he's grappling with his emotions. This guy loves his freedom, and when he starts catching feelings, it can freak him out a little. Those moments when he's super chatty, that's when he's riding the high of liking you, letting his heart take the wheel. He might send you a long text about a random adventure he wants to take you on or share a funny story from his day, making you feel like you're his favorite person. But when he goes quiet, it's not necessarily a ghosting move. It's him retreating to process his feelings. He's asking himself, am I ready to let someone in, or is this moving too fast? You might notice he responds enthusiastically when you give him space, like texting him something light and fun after a day or two of silence. This push and pull is his way of balancing his desire for connection with his fear of losing independence. Instead of taking it personally, see it as a clue he's feeling something real but doesn't know how to handle it yet. Have you ever felt like things were going amazing with a Sagittarius man? Maybe you had an incredible date where he opened up and made you laugh until your sides hurt, only for him to pull back and act like it never happened? That sudden distance can feel like a slap in the face, but it's not always what it seems. When a Sagittarius man puts up an emotional wall, it's often because he's protecting himself, not rejecting you. This guy is a free spirit who's used to keeping things light, so when he starts feeling vulnerable, his instinct is to retreat. Maybe he shared something personal during that date, like a story about a tough time in his life, and now he's worried he let you see too much. Or perhaps the chemistry between you was so intense it made him question if he's ready for something serious. You might notice he cancels plans last minute or seems distracted when you're together, like he's physically there but mentally somewhere else. But here's the key. This distance is his way of regrouping, not a sign he's done with you. He might still drop subtle hints he cares, like liking your social media posts or sending a quick text to check in. Give him a little breathing room, and you'll often see him come back warmer than before. His emotional walls are a sign he's feeling something deep but needs time to feel safe letting you in. Sagittarius men are masters of charm, and their flirty, playful banter can make you feel like you're starring in a rom-com. But if you're getting mixed signals, like he's flirting up a storm one moment and dodging serious conversations the next, it's because his flirtation is sometimes a shield. When a Sagittarius man is unsure about his feelings, he leans on his natural charisma to keep things fun without diving too deep. Picture this. You're hanging out, and he's teasing you about your quirky laugh or throwing out a cheeky compliment that makes you blush. It feels like he's into you, but when you try to talk about where things are going, he changes the subject or cracks a joke. This isn't him playing games. It's his way of staying in his comfort zone. Flirting lets him express his attraction without risking emotional exposure. You might also notice he's more flirty in group settings, where the pressure's off, but clams up when it's just the two of you. Deep down, he's scared of getting too close too fast, because closeness means vulnerability, and vulnerability means he might lose control. If you keep the vibe light and let him come to you at his own pace, you'll often see his flirtation evolve into something more genuine. If a Sagittarius man has ever disappeared on you, maybe he stops texting for days or seems to vanish after a great conversation, it's enough to make you wonder if he's lost interest or found someone else. But here's the truth. His ghosting spells are usually about his need for space, not a lack of feelings. Sagittarius men thrive on independence, and when they start feeling overwhelmed by emotions or expectations, they hit the pause button. Maybe you had an intense moment together, like a late-night talk where he opened up about his fears, and now he's gone radio silent. That silence isn't him ghosting you in the traditional sense. It's him retreating to recharge and figure out what he's feeling. He might be thinking, wow, I really like her, but am I ready for this? Or I need to clear my head before I dive in deeper. You'll often notice he comes back like nothing happened, sending a casual text like, hey, been crazy busy, what's up with you? This can be frustrating, but it's a classic Sagittarius move. His need for space doesn't mean he's over you. It means he's processing his emotions in his own way. If you avoid chasing him during these moments and give him room to breathe, he's likely to return with more warmth, showing you his heart is still in it. One day, your Sagittarius man is all sunshine, making you laugh and planning spontaneous adventures. And the next, he's moody, short-tempered, or even a little withdrawn. These mood swings can feel like a roller coaster, leaving you wondering what's going on. The truth is, his shifting energy often reflects an inner conflict between his feelings for you and his fear of losing his freedom. When he's in a great mood, he's letting himself enjoy the connection, basking in the excitement of liking you. You might have an amazing day together, where he's cracking jokes, holding your hand, and talking about all the things he wants to do with you. But when he's moody, it's because he's wrestling with what those feelings mean. He might be thinking, I'm falling for her, but what if this changes my life? Or, can I be myself if I commit? You'll notice his mood swings are more pronounced after moments of closeness, like after a deep conversation or a romantic date. Instead of pushing him to explain, try giving him a little space to work through his emotions. When he's ready, he'll often open up, maybe even apologizing for being off. These mood swings aren't a sign he's uninterested. They're proof he's feeling something strong and struggling to balance it with his free-spirited nature. If you've tried to have the talk with a Sagittarius man, asking where things are going or if you're exclusive, and he dodges the question like it's a bullet, you're probably feeling confused and frustrated. His reluctance to define the relationship isn't necessarily a red flag. It's often a sign he's scared of commitment, even if he really likes you. Sagittarius men love living in the moment, and labels can feel like chains to them. Maybe he says things like, let's just see where this goes, or why do we need to put a name on it, while still acting like he's into you, planning dates, texting you sweet things, or holding you close. This mixed signal comes from his fear that a defined relationship will limit his freedom or change the dynamic he loves. You might notice he's more open to commitment talk after you've had fun, no pressure moments together, like a carefree day at the beach or a night of laughing over pizza. Deep down, he's weighing his feelings for you against his need to stay untethered. Even when a Sagittarius man is sending mixed signals, you might catch him doing small, subtle things that show he cares more than his hot and cold behavior suggests. These gestures are like hidden treasures, easy to miss if you're focused on his distance or silence. Maybe he remembers something you mentioned weeks ago, like your favorite dessert, and surprises you with it out of the blue. Or perhaps he sends you a song that reminds him of you with a simple, thought you'd like this. These actions aren't loud or flashy, but they're his way of saying, you're on my mind, even if I'm acting weird. You might notice he's there when it counts, like showing up to help you through a tough day or texting you good luck before a big event. Okay, let's bring it all together. If your Sagittarius man is sending mixed signals, hot and cold texts, sudden distance, flirty banter, ghosting spells, mood swings, dodging commitment talk, but still dropping subtle gestures of care, it's not because he's playing you. It's because he's caught in a tug-of-war between his heart and his free-spirited nature. Don't forget to drop a comment below. Tell me which sign surprised you the most, or share your own story about your Sagittarius guys' confusing vibes. I'm all ears. Until next time, keep shining, trust your heart, and don't let those mixed signals dim your glow.